In a moment of reflection, the search for Sebastian presses on through uncertainty. His mother, Katie Proudfoot, was the last to see him on the night he seemingly vanished without a trace. Children do not simply disappear, and I believe Katie may hold the key to understanding what happened to Sebastian.
Yeah, we'll go Christmassy. All right, can you guys hear me? Can mods? Where are my mods? All right, let's keep playing this. All right, I guess you guys can hear me if you're not saying anything. Come, okay, good. My mods, instead of telling me if they could hear me, they're laughing at me. So there's that. All right, good. We'll be in the Christmas spirit. Now listen, if your autistic child doesn't like loud noises, the last night that Sebastian went missing and we heard a thud or a thump or a loud noise, why didn't she go check on Sebastian? Right? She goes off on a tangent for minutes about how he doesn't like loud noises.
He has a set of headphones like you would wear at the gun range where they're soundproofing.
Thank you.
And so because he hated fireworks, but we found out he actually loved the fireworks. He just hated the noise. And once we got him these his own headphones that he could put on, and we controlled that sound effect on it, then he turned out he loved it. And he was out there just having a great old time. Because we always do kids fireworks that they can partake in, and then we have like the real big ones.
It's just one more a good reminder of how much adapting and the ability of finding joy, even in all of this.
What are you trying to say? The adapting and the ability to find joy of, and in this, what? Huh?
And this just, if he's out there, he could be, anything, like his ability to adapt and enjoy things. So it gives me hope.
Definitely.
I'm going to continue to hold on to that for you guys because.
And Chico says we've done hit 1K. Oh my gosh, y'all. It says here we've reached $1,567 of 2K. You guys are incredible. Y'all are showing off. Oh my God.
Now they could have done probably better if they would have went to a larger channel. And I'm glad that they're doing this, but why are they not raising the money to bring Sebastian home and for efforts for Sebastian? I'm not really sure about that. If someone could correct me in chat and let me know why you would be raising money for other autistic children when your son is still alive, right? He's missing, but we don't know that that just doesn't make sense. Does it make sense to y'all?
I cannot even believe this.
1581
right now. We're at 1581. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, that's
Sebastian would love that. He loves helping other people. Thank you all.
This is just, you guys are so amazing. Missing persons around the world, it's so good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Let me tell you this. I don't really think there was a thud. When I'm saying that, I'm being sarcastic, guys. The thud that I think happened was when something happened between Sebastian and Katie and a fight broke out or an accident. I think that thud was what Katie used as a point to remember what happened and to say, yeah, I heard a loud thud. That was it. I told him to go to bed. I went to bed, whatever. I didn't see him till the next morning. I don't really think there was a thud that happened. I think the thud happened from Katie. All right. What I was trying to say is, if that really was the case, why didn't she go check on Sebastian? Because he doesn't like loud sounds. I certainly would have.
This photo you have on your screen, I mean, every one of them, the genuine smile and joy, that his smile is so distinct in every one of these. And this is just, it's like a whole new, all these different features that I'm noticing that I didn't notice before. And some of the previous photos are just standing out to me. And I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
These are great, Katie. Thank you for sharing these with us today. I know today has got to be incredibly difficult for you, but
I just want him to know that he's loved and that we're out here and that we're still looking for him.
Absolutely. And we're here just to help support in any way that we can. And for all of the parents, and I feel like that this is the time that we need to bring the focus back to Sebastian.
Absolutely.
So, you know, and I appreciate you, you know, coming up and sharing, you know, your memories about these wonderful pictures that you sent us today, because it helps us to be able to share in those memories and know how important it is that Sebastian come home to his family where he's loved.
We all love him so much, not just me and both his dads, but the whole family. We all love him. And it's just incredibly difficult not having him home and not knowing where he is and if he's okay. But I know in my heart we're going to find him, because we're not going to stop looking. None of us are. Good, bad, and ugly aside.
Wait, you actually can't ever stop looking. So she's not lying. When she says we're never going to stop looking, she's absolutely not lying, because she never started looking. So there's not going to be a stop when you don't start. Just saying. And I've always thought that too. Linda says, I find the phone call that lasted 3 hours as a cover up for Chris to take Sebastian out of the house. And I don't think Katie can carry Sebastian. I don't go that far with it, what you're saying. And it's a possibility, but I do think that 3-hour conversation and that exact time that Chris had in his head, I think that absolutely has to do with an alibi. And she did. They all loved him. She's definitely used Sebastian in the past tense many times. I'm trying to get through this interview without stopping every second, but yeah, pay attention. And we call on the deception detective. All right.
We all love him, and we all have the goal of bringing him home.
Absolutely. This is Sebastian with his teachers here
at his 8th grade graduation. That was his 8th grade graduation day.
He seems like such a happy young man.
He is. He's so proud of himself in that picture. Those are some of his favorite teachers right there.
He's so proud of himself in that picture. Not, I'm so proud of my son. He was so happy in that picture. He's so proud of him.
Amazing. And he was excited. He got the color on the sheets before he went in.
I see that. And green, of course, because green is one of his favorite colors.
Absolutely.
And he loves his green tea.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is one of my favorite videos of him ever. And it was so funny, because I don't even remember what we were doing. He was just getting himself a drink, and out of nowhere he goes, "Hey, Mom." And I went, "What?" And he goes, and he looks and he giggles, and he's like, "Hey, Mom, look, green tea." And he just thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
We talked about that, how you were saying, you know, he was just
sense lots of joy that's being missed right now.
Green tea.
His jokes, the way he laughs when he tells a funny. He had there's a video that I put out that he was being goofy, and he had this like half gallon of green tea that he had gotten from the grocery store, and he thought of this joke, and he ran in the kitchen and he grabbed a green cup, and he was like, "Mom, green tea." And it was just so funny, and I was just like, "Dude, hold on, you gotta do that again." And I grabbed my phone and I was like, "You gotta do it again." And he was like, "Green tea." And he was just like, it's not in the video, but he was just rolling because he just thought it was the funniest thing.
And you know, behind this story, every time I've heard it anywhere, I get the feeling that Chris and Katie were making fun of him. All right. Because when I saw the video and I saw the way they laughed and how he said green tea, it's like, I think they were laughing at him, not with him. And I'm just saying, I feel like that happened often. He said something and his autistic boy, they're like, that's not the right, way to say it, or the right. I really do think they were laughing at him and not with him. Just saying. I've always felt that way. And it sounds like you guys kind of do too.
Thing ever. And
he's got some quirky one-liners.
Oh God, he was getting this. He was getting to where he had some good ones.
He has like a great sense of humor.
Green tea.
You're so goofy.
He's typically a very, very sweet boy. He can be quite temperamental, though, if he's overstimulated or if he's stressed out. He has a unique run. He runs like the Naruto anime character. When he's excited, he likes to dab, and he loves music. He loves to dance.
You know, finding his wittiness.
He
about
He
him.
was really coming into his wittiness and getting good one-offs and coming up with little funny.
Again, in the past tense, right? He's not, it didn't happen now. He can't, he's really witty. He's a really witty person. He's funny. No, it's all past tense. Again, this is something that you would do or talk about for a child that's no longer with us.
Jokes, and he's really developing his sense of humor and coming into himself in that way. Like he's every bit of a teenager. You know, he has his good days and his bad days, but he was really starting to develop his own sense of humor and jokes and whatnot, because one of the things about him has always been he's been very literal. So like sarcasm very frequently missed on him. It's lost on him. He you know, like if you look at him and go, "You hurt my ceilings," he'll be like, "It's not ceilings, it's feelings."
That cracks me up.
Like, it's a joke, bud.
He just seems like
when he is in a good mood and he is laughing, it's contagious. His smile is contagious. His laugh.
When he's laughing and in a good mood. And welcome, Aaron. Rawr. Welcome to the crime crew family. He was getting too smart. Yeah, weird. This whole thing it's more than weird. I have a lot to say, but I want to get through it.
It's contagious. You know, when he's in a bad mood, it's, you know, leave me alone.
Yep.
You know, hubby and I were talking about his eclectic taste in music. Tell us again some of the different artists that Sebastian liked. I know he liked Taylor Swift.
I am the worst person in the world for that. I am the worst for names.
Hey, Boston.
I'm one of those where I can recognize the songs, but for the life of me, I can't tell you the name and artist. He and Christopher, especially when we're driving in the car, they will play different songs, and Chris will be like, "What's this song?" And I'll be like, "I don't know." And Sebastian's in the backseat going, "Mom, it's this and this."
Yeah, because I'm sure he knows.
Oh, yeah.
And again, if you guys are watching this, I don't have to say too much, because if you read the screen too, listen to how hard Katie tries way too hard not to use past tense.